Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to have the new kid on the block. We've got Kristin, who is the President and CEO of Choose Chicago. So welcome to our interview, Kristin.
Thank you so much for having me. It's wonderful to be in Chicago, and it's wonderful to be with you.
Excellent. Well, even though you're a new kid on the block, you've now successfully run two massive tourism-related conferences, conventions here in Chicago. IPW only 3 weeks ago, and now Destinations International. You must be delighted.
Not another way to get started, right, than just jumping in and hosting the Globe at IPW, almost 6,000 delegates. And then, of course, last weekend we had record-breaking NASCAR street race. During IPW, we also hosted the James Beard Awards, which is like the Oscars of culinary here in Chicago, so I was going all over. And we just wrapped up Destinations International, so it's been a pretty active 60 days.
Good, excellent. Well, it's better to be busy, isn't it?
Always, yeah, and it's been a really incredible way to learn about the city and showcase the city and see what our team is so capable of. And it's been really fun to hear from all of my colleagues and industry professionals from around the world tell me how much they're so impressed with Chicago and what an incredible time they're having in our city.
We've mentioned that you're new. Have you had a chance to assess the organisation, assess the city, and maybe had some priorities, or is it too early for that?
So it's a little bit early, but yes, I have been assessing every single day the organization and the destination. Obviously, the city it's an incredible product. I mean, Chicago is one of the greatest cities in the world. We were named Best Big City 8 years in a row. We're hoping for that 9th year. So Chicago is a place that people want to be. And that's been another thing I've really learned in the last couple of months is how many record-breaking attendances we've had with our conferences, including this one. People want to be here. It's ease of access with our airports. It's a beautiful place, and there's so much to do, and the people are really friendly. So the destination is great. I'm still learning a lot here, of course. But the organization, I'm definitely just now starting to really dig in. But what I've been so impressed with is seeing the capabilities of our team and what they've been able to accomplish and do and how they showcase our city every single day, and I've been so impressed.
Excellent. Now you have a new campaign, a new branding. How do you intend to use that internationally as well as domestically?
Right, so in the midst of all this, we also launched a brand new marketing campaign because, why not? Let's just throw that in the
Have you been
mix.
doing the washing up as well?
Yes, seems like it. I know, it's crazy. But I love this campaign. Our team spent almost 2 years in the making of this campaign to make sure that it's not just a campaign about visitation and visitors, that it's a rallying cry that really reflects our community here in Chicago. So the campaign is never done, never outdone. And what that is, it's talking about a city like Chicago that, we've had the Chicago fire, we've rebuilt, our architecture is amazing, we're always innovating, we're thriving, we're moving forward and evolving, and that's how we're never done. Every time you come back to Chicago, there will be something different and new. Like the Obama Center opens up in 2026, and next year is Route 66 100th anniversary. So we're always going to be bringing the newest, most amazing experience, but also never outdone. So that might be some of that New York swagger coming here to the Midwest and saying it's okay to brag about the city that we are. We don't want people having any kind of misperceptions about our city based on something they've read or heard. We are a city that is never outdone, and we're not afraid to tell you about it.
Good. You mentioned neighborhoods and communities. It's a big area that you're looking after, Choose Chicago. Do you have any plans? Again, is it too early to know how you're going to integrate them and spread the love, the tourism love around the city?
There are 77 different neighborhoods that make up this greater Chicagoland area, and each one of them has their own unique flavor and culture. I came from Long Island, New York, and it was very similar there. There was 119 different towns, villages, and hamlets. There was 120 different chambers of commerce. So that's an experience that I have, is making sure that all of those different communities feel like they're part of our brand and our message, and they're integrated in our activities. So yeah, I definitely think reaching out to them and making sure they have a stake in what we're doing and feel like it's on their behalf and they're involved is really important.
Excellent. Do you think that the tourism that you bring here, it also obviously affects local residents because tourism will fund a lot of the attractions, restaurants, etc., transport, etc. Do you think that might have an effect on bringing investment from other industries in here, like the halo effect, if you like, of travel and tourism?
I think that's really important, and I appreciate the question. So our new campaign, Never Done, Never Outdone, the real beauty of it is it transcends tourism. Something that we really care about here in Chicago, that when people come and visit, they might say, wow, Chicago, I've heard so many people say, I could live here. I could move my business here. It's great for economic development. It's great for relocation. It really is something that showcases and tells people about our city. And yes, it's a wonderful place to visit, but I just moved here and I can tell you, it's an incredible place to live. It's a wonderful community, and we're happy to make sure that everybody in the world knows that Chicago is the place to be.
Good. Final question. Final one. We can see we've been just to the Destinations International Convention, and one of the big things that's come up, I think, in the convention is the importance of advocacy, the importance of showing to politicians, to showing to the general public how important travel and tourism is, not just from an economic point of view, but from a social perspective as well. Do you think that's, I saw at IPW that you had the governor here speaking very positively. We were at Wrigley Field. The mayor was at Wrigley Field in his Cubs outfit. I think you might have had one on as well.
Yes.
And so locally, obviously, you have support. But do you think there's a wider advocacy role for you to play in your new role?
So advocacy has always been part of my background. Prior to going to New York, I was in Arizona for over 20 years, and I was actually the lobbyist for the tourism industry in the state of Arizona. So, communicating what tourism does and what our organizations like destination marketing organizations do for the elected officials and every one of their constituents is critical to our survival. So when we talk about tourism, we talk about it as an economic driver, not just a fun thing to brag about our city and bring in visitors that kind of congest the streets and take up your favorite, restaurant reservation. It really is about money. And last year here in Chicago, it was more than $20 billion in economic impact. And what that is that's tax revenue. Tourism exists for the residents. And so as far as advocacy goes, the more we can explain and connect the dots between bringing in visitors and the quality of life for the residents, that's really what resonates with our elected officials and our stakeholders.
Good. Well, I wish you the very best luck in all of those things, and make sure you do the washing up as well.
Anything else, I'll take out the trash while I'm at it. Have a good one. Thank you. Please come visit us in Chicago.
I will do. Thank you.